You can't cast your vote for him and look at me and tell me that you love me. You're done. And I mean that for life.
Hey fam, Gracie here once again. Welcome back to the channel. I am hoping that from wherever you my people are watching this from, you're doing alright and God has protected you and preserved you very well. And to my people that continuously give support to me on here, I do appreciate you so very much. And to my members, a shout out to you guys for exclusively supporting the channel. I don't take any of you for granted. And as always, we do have another one that is very interesting. We saw how, palm colored people got rid of their families, relationships, Thanksgiving was ruined, Christmas was ruined and all of that, right? Yeah, because of the results of the elections. And for black people, they were like, you know what, we are done with you guys, right? We don't want you to involve us in your shit anymore. We don't want you to involve us. But now, black people are taking even a stronger stand. Yeah. Because black people, as much as, they revoked relationships and all of that, they really didn't take that far because all the people that were around them really supported them, regardless of a few hypocrites, right? But now that Trump signed an executive order literally revoking the Equal Employment, whatever act, they're like, if you are palm colored and you call yourself my friend and you voted for this guy, it's done. Let's watch.
I'm going to be very short and very to the point. To the white people watching this, and especially to the white people that know me in the real world, my friends, okay? Today, Trump did away with the Equal Employment Opportunity Act. You know the history of that, and you know why it had to be implemented in the first place. So when you went in that booth, if you cast your vote for Donald Trump, we're done. If you didn't hear me the other times I've said it, I just want to reiterate it now. You cannot vote for somebody that takes away the Equal Employment Opportunity Act, knowing the history behind it and why it had to be put in place. You can't cast your vote for him and look at me and tell me that you love me. You're done. And I mean that for life. Unfucking believable. They try to paint it as this saving grace for civil rights when really they just want to fill the federal government with all of their selected employees that are loyalists no matter what. So even after the 4 years that Donald Trump is done, even if another MAGA loyalist or Republican takes the presidency, they still have to go through all of this bullshit because now you got only MAGA federal employees. No diversity, no inclusion. Talking about some fucking based off merit. We know what it has to be based off. Did you bend the knee to Donald Trump? Cool. You now have a job in the federal government. We fired everybody else. You knew what you were voting for. Donald Trump knows he cannot run again. If you think you think they're doing all this shit just to disappear in 4 years, they're setting it up for the long game. They're setting it up for the fucking long game. So now if I go in and I want to get a loan for a home, if I want to get a business loan, I guarantee you it's going to be so much easier for the white man who they love and select to get a loan than it is for me to start my business. Fast forward into the next generation, my bloodline is now affected because I couldn't start my business as soon as this guy could because he's white and he got the loan. It's an example, but do you see how shit like this affects generation after generation after generation? We get robbed of opportunities because of your selfish ass vote. Did he sign an executive order for price gouging? Did he sign a fucking executive order for these grocery stores to stop looking at you with no fucking money and increasing the prices anyway? That's what he told y'all? Where's the executive order for that? Oh, well, it's a process and it's complicated. It can't excuses. Like it always fucking is from y'all. Done, dude. Out my fucking face, man. Think about how big of a fucking pussy you have to be, man. You don't want anybody criticizing you or speaking out against your ideology, so you try to suppress the flow of information and social media because you're a strong leader, but you can't take fucking criticism. And then on top of that, when you lose or when your people lose, you blame it on fucking DEI and the corrupt government. Because the guy who you fucking lost to is not fucking white, but he's also more qualified than you. You can't fucking wrap your head around that. You have fucking terminal, incurable hatred in your heart. And it's genuinely not until recently I had to accept that even those type of people can fucking exist. I cannot control your existence, but I can control your access to my fucking life, bro. Out of here. I'm going to be very short and very to the point. To the white people watching this, and especially to the white people that know.
If you don't watch anything else that I post or stitch or anything like that, go back and listen to this individual, because what he actually talks about is this internal, like this, you can't heal it kind of hateness that exists within some people. It is so profound and so ugly that they cannot see. Like, there are blinders in front of their eyes, and the only thing that they are looking towards is something that allows their hate to shine, and they align with people just like that. And it doesn't matter what it costs the rest of humanity or anybody else. Please go back and listen to that original content creator, because they are absolutely fucking correct. I don't want to say this is what I've been saying, but I will say this is what my heart knows and breaks upon over and over and over again. And I pray for myself that I never develop so scarred a heart that I don't see these things. Go back and watch that creator, because he's fucking spot on.
To those people that are going to blame black people for reacting the way they are reacting, put yourself in their position. If the person that calls themselves your best friend literally had to watch when this is happening and they can't even challenge it, what would you do? Wouldn't you say that is betrayal? Yeah? Wouldn't you say that is betrayal? If you're landing on the channel for your very first time, please consider subscribing and let me know what you think about these episodes. And also I want you to really put down what you think about this very episode that we are talking about. The betrayal, the hypocrisy of some of these palm-colored people and the hate that they have for black people cannot even be hidden. That's why black people are like, you know what, we would rather live in our own world and just not have any association. If these associations that we are having really don't help and benefit us at all, because we have fought for you, we always show up for you. But in cases like this, you cannot even show up for us. And then you call yourselves friends. You call yourselves family. We are done. Do you know how much this is just going to affect, the bloodline of black people, of the people that are coming next? It's literally like washing, right? Over here, we wash and hang on the lines. But we have a saying over here that you wash and then hang on the floor, like in the mud, in the dirt. That's exactly what is happening right now. Black people washed, right? And someone else was supposed to hang and keep, this clean work, right? And yeah, the man decided to come and put all the work that was done, all the toils, all the efforts of black people, put it down, destroy it. And guess what? Yeah, he has people that are behind him, that are supporting him. Actually, majority, because that is how he managed to go through. Yeah, that's the reason as to why black people are reacting the way they are reacting, and they're like, we are cutting you off. We don't want you anymore. It's done. It's done. I hate the fact that when you talk to some black people, when I talk to some black people, right, that do have palm-colored friends, they highly support the MAGAs. There's that deep-rooted hate for the success of other people that they don't like so bad. They can't stand the fact that other people can be more talented, because if you literally have to come and put this in action, right, That means you accept and agree that there are other people that are more talented and smart than you, that can be successful more than you, but you feel like you're the one who is supposed to be having that position. Therefore, you put restrictions in place to make sure that those people do not climb on the ladder to be more than you or be on the same equal level like you are. That's very absurd in a world where you are saying it is an equal free world. That's very, very absurd. This is literally a very, mileage back to the so-called democracy and the so-called civilization that these people esteem and highly praise. This is literally, exposing them of how they cannot take competition. Let's be honest right here. They are not very good at taking competition. Until when they fail terribly, that's when they want to involve others. And even when they involve others, it's not for the benefit of others, it's for the benefit of them. They want to get a good name, right? They want to get a good name, and all your achievements will be attributed to them, but not to you. So they are not very good at taking competition. That's why they're putting all these restrictions. And unfortunately, so many palm-colored people are supporting this. What were you like? That's why so many people are saying that this is a cult. This is a cult. So many people are believing these things without even doing any prior, research or just any background to this. Their eyes are not, I'm not going to say they don't know what is coming, because I feel like they know what is coming and they privilege themselves and excite themselves and just jubilate in the results that are about to come, because they know this is always what we've wanted. It is so sad to see that you are about to literally lose friendships over this. So many people be like, oh, you're losing friendships just because of politics. Are you kidding me? Is this politics? This politics affects every corner, every aspect of life. Not just for the black people, but even for your people, even for your white women, even for the minorities, the so-called gays and all of that, the homosexuals, the alphabet community. This is going to affect them. But not just that. It's going to affect, the immigrants too. Every person that does not look like this is going to be affected. So how close-minded can you be for you to be like, if you're going to lose friendships, for just politics, then you don't know what runs the country, because politics runs the country. Politics runs the healthcare system. Politics runs, the prices and the cost of living. It does ride over that. It ran that. And if you think this is just a joke, that is being out of touch with reality. And what does that tell us? That you have been so privileged so much that you do not notice the injustices and the inconsistencies and ineffectiveness that are in the system that is put out there to protect just you. That's why you don't get affected. That's why you don't feel it. Because it does not affect you. You don't talk about it because it does not affect you. You don't find a problem with supporting a man that is literally passing all these laws just to, literally put other people down and make them a target while you prosper. Haven't you stolen enough? That's my question. Because lots of people be like, oh, we are also struggling like others. But let's be honest, you are not given the same equal footing like these other people. You looted, and when time came and these people fought, yeah, they were given a few rights, but then you were given free land. Prior to this, Europeans were given free land, while others were slaves. They were working for them. And when they were promised reparations, what was given to them? Absolutely nothing. They lied. And now that these people are like, okay, if you're not willing to give us anything, it is okay, let's work. Do not discriminate us, because we have the same capacity to actually even be more. We can do more, we can contribute to this country. Because as you all can see, we have built this country, right? To where it is. As much as you don't want to contribute that to our hard work and efforts, yeah, let us also be part of this system. Let us work, let us earn, let us not be discriminated against. And you're like, okay. And when they rose and they are flying. Black women are one of the most educated, like the most educated ones, right? They hold the PhDs. Black men are coming up there, right? And they're like, oh no, shoot. They are catching up on us. Let's put them back down. How could you be friends? How could you stay happy when you make a conscious betraying decision like this to vote against the people that you so much say we don't see color? Because let me tell you, if you don't see color, the society you live in sees color, and you are not the majority. You are one individual probably that doesn't see color, of which that is an excuse that is used by so many people like you, that you don't see color. You see it. Are you blind? Are you blind? You do see, and the systems that were put in place definitely see color. And if you don't run them, you don't have any say. So if you really, really loved black people so much, you would have done something. Or this is time for the activists in you to come and overturn this and override these things. Because at this point, things are not going to be looking good for black people. You know, don't call yourself an ally if you're not doing anything, especially if you have the capacity to do something. That's all black people have been asking for. That's nothing much. If you really, really want to stay friends and family and tight like this, well, you're going to have to do something. What do you my people think? Have you lost some friendships? Put your thoughts in the comment section. And please subscribe to the channel if you have not. And don't forget that this conversation is not to bring hate. No, but rather to actually be an eye-opener to the palm-colored people, to know that their association with this is literally going to affect our people. And shout out to all the creators. I'll see you guys in another video. My name is Gracie and I love you. Bye.